Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice full body yoga for flexibility practice. So you're just going to need a little bit of space to move, and let's get started. So let's begin today in child's pose. So you can come over onto your hands and knees, bringing your knees out nice and wide, big toes together. And I just want you to start by sitting back towards the heels and then start to reach your arms out forwards and just push into the fingertips a little bit, sending the hips back towards your heels, and see if you can keep them down nice and low as you keep pushing into the palms maybe, and start to lower through the chest and the forehead. And if the hips start to lift up, that is completely fine. Start to relax through the shoulders. Let your forehead come all the way down. Take a nice big breath in, big breath out. And do that again, nice big inhale and exhale. One more big breath in and big breath out. Awesome, you guys. We're just going to lift the forehead a little bit, lift the chest, look towards your fingertips, push into your palms, or maybe it's just the fingertips, but try to send your hips back towards your heels. Maybe you can find some length through the arms. You could even keep your elbows and your forearms lifted and start to bring your chest back down. You might feel a little stretch through the shoulder, through the arms. If it doesn't feel good, you can relax completely. Just one more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Awesome, you guys. With an inhale this time, we're going to lift the chest again. I want to kind of keep the left arm out in front of you. We're going to take the right arm and slide it underneath our chest. So see if you can bring your right shoulder all the way down to the floor. Looking to the left side, maybe you can rest your cheek or your ear, and then take these left fingertips here and just push them into the floor a little bit to try to open the chest. So instead of letting that left shoulder try to come to the floor, let's try to lift it. Keep your hips low too. They like to lift here. That's normal, that's fine. Just a little bit of a twist. A little bit of a shoulder stretch. Nice, you guys. Using an inhale, we're going to lift the chest. So push into that left hand. Lift up just enough to take your right arm out from under you. Reach it forward, and we're just going to switch. So the left arm can come under, dropping it down as low as you can. Maybe keeping the hips nice and low too. And then just relax your head if you can. Maybe pushing into those right fingertips a little, opening the chest. It's almost like you want to shine your belly button to the right side, but it's probably not. You want to shine your chest to the right side as well. Maybe you feel this through the shoulders, the upper back, maybe the hips, maybe the neck. Awesome, you guys. Using an inhale, we're going to start to lift back up. You can bring your left arm out from under you. Just kind of plant your hands. You can bring your knees together and then lift your hips up. Find a tabletop position. Maybe the hips need a little rock side to side. Give them a little rock. And then we're going to kind of do the same thing, but we're going to keep our hips lifted this time. So I want you to bring your left hand forwards a bit. We're going to slide the right arm under the chest. Drop the shoulder down. Keep the hips high this time. Try to rest your head, your right cheek probably, instead of the forehead. And then you can walk your left hand in so it's beside you. And let's try to turn the chest to the left a little bit. You might be able to open the chest a little bit more. Using that left hand to support you. Breathe. Awesome, you guys. And with an inhale, we're lifting back up, moving right along. So bring that right arm out from under, reach it forward, switch sides, left arm's coming under the chest. Keep the hips high, drop it down nice and slow. Try to rest your head if you can. Relax through that left arm and shoulder. And then just push into those right fingertips a little. Try to turn your chest, your belly button to the right side. Awesome, you guys. Take one more breath here. And then use a nice big inhale to lift yourself all the way back up onto your hands and onto your knees. We're just going to bring our knees together nice and close. And you can tuck your toes underneath, a nice little toe squat. So you can tuck those toes. If it's too much, you could actually sit on your heels, because I want you to lift your chest and be able to sit on your heels, whether or not you've got your toes tucked under or you're just resting on the top of the feet. Maybe you'd rather even stand on your knees. So set up how you would like to sit. First of all, I want your arms to be free. Your hands can either find your hips, or maybe you can interlace your fingers behind your low back. We're going to take an inhale and start to lift the chest, pull the shoulders back, maybe lifting through the chin. If your hands are interlaced behind you, maybe you can lift the hands just away from the low back, just maybe an inch or two. Awesome, you guys. Stay for an inhale. And then exhale, relax, let the shoulders come forward and actually reach your arms forward. Maybe interlace the fingers and push the palms to the front of the room, opening up through the upper back. And tuck your chin towards your collarbone. Awesome, you guys. Using an inhale, come back to just a nice long spine, and your hands can come back to the floor. You can untuck the toes or come off the heels. Give your ankles a little shake, a little love tap. And then we're going to start to extend our let's do the left leg. We'll extend our left leg out to the side. And you can walk it out to the side if that's easier to get there. You can go as far as having that foot in line with your hip. Maybe your toes can be pointing forwards to the front of the room. So we're going to keep our hips high here. You can stay on the hands, or you can start to come down to the forearms, lowering the chest. If you want to add that twist that we've kind of been doing, you can actually start to bring that right shoulder down to the floor if you're able to do so. Relax, start to open the chest to that left side. If you want to take things a little further, maybe you can actually grab onto that left foot. Your twist might get a little bit bigger. The stretch through the leg might get a little bit bigger if you can actually grab your foot, but you don't have to do that. You can just relax that right shoulder down. Then from here, you guys, just a couple options here to make the twist a bit bigger. You can keep your left hand down, maybe pushing into the left fingertips just a little. Or maybe your left hand wants to find your hip. Maybe it wants to reach up into the air. Maybe you can even look up a little bit. Nice, you guys. You have that left hand up in the air on your hip. Slowly start to bring it back down to the floor and use an inhale to come all the way back up. Plant your hands, bringing that left leg in, maybe walking it back behind you, and then slide the knee back so that you are in tabletop. Awesome, you guys. If you need a little rock side to side, take it. And then we're just going to switch sides, so you can start to bring your right leg out behind you maybe to start, and then walk it over to the side, or maybe you just bring it out straight to the side right from the start, but maybe the toes are pointing forwards, maybe the foot is all the way in line with the hip. You can start to drop it down if you're going there. You can stay on your hands, you can skip the twist. Maybe the left shoulder is going to rest on the floor. Maybe the left cheek is going to rest on the floor. Set it up and just go as far as you would like. A lot of options here. Maybe reaching up with the right hand, maybe even looking up. But just breathe. Find a place where you can relax a little bit, but you're still feeling a little something. Nice job, you guys. Stay for an inhale if you're reaching up, and use the exhale to come back out of that twist. And an inhale to lift all the way up and bringing that right knee back in as well into your tabletop. Maybe the hips need a little rock side to side again. So we're going to start to set up for pigeon. We're going to be bringing our right leg forwards. So go ahead and lay that shin down, keeping your left leg out behind you. We're going to keep our hands on the floor here, so maybe it's just the fingertips. Kind of sink into those hips, wiggle around a little bit, make any adjustments that you need. This right heel can be nice and close to that left hip. And then let's take an inhale here and lift the chest a little bit more. As you exhale, I want you to start to melt it down. And you can kind of stay down if you want, but I'm going to move a little bit today. So as you inhale, if you want to follow along with me, lift your chest back up. Push into those fingertips a little bit and feel the hips get heavier. Stay lifted for an inhale. And use the exhale to lower your chest again. Straight down, as low as it wants to go. And inhale is going to bring the chest back up. Awesome, you guys. Exhale, bring it on down. Awesome, you guys. If you are down with that chest low, use an inhale to come back up. Nice short pigeon today. You can push into your hands. You can bring that right knee back to the mat. Give the hips a little rock side to side. And then whenever you are ready to switch, we can bring that left leg forwards. Laying down the shin. Setting it up. Sinking into those hips, maybe a little rock side to side is needed to find that sweet spot. And then just keeping that chest lifted, stay for an inhale. And use the exhale to lower down. So the legs aren't really moving as we lift up and down. It's kind of just the upper body. And you can skip this. You can just stay down if you'd like. Or you could stay up if you'd like. But use an inhale to lift if you're following along. Stay lifted for an inhale, soften, and exhale, lower. Nice, you guys. One more here. Inhale, and exhale. Using the inhale to bring the chest back up if you're folded forwards. Push into the hands, come all the way back onto your hands and knees, into your tabletop. Give the hips a little rock side to side. Awesome job, you guys. We're going to cross our ankles now and have a seat. So you can bring your legs out in front of you. We'll keep the right leg out and bring the left foot to the inner thigh. Taking an inhale to lengthen through the spine. And an exhale to tip forwards. Adding in a nice forward fold. With an inhale, slowly start to lift your upper body back up. I'm going to send the left leg out, just switch sides. Right foot to the inner thigh. Take a big inhale, lengthen. And an exhale to tip forwards. Soften your shoulders. Just listen to the sound of your breath. Awesome, you guys. With an inhale, you're going to lift all the way back up. We're going to send our right leg out next to the left leg. We're going to take a forward fold, but you can have your legs together or you can bring your feet mat width apart today. No matter where your feet are, you can have nice bent knees or nice straight legs, up to you, whatever feels better for your forward fold. But just take an inhale to lengthen through the spine and an exhale to tip. Folding a little, folding a lot, whatever feels good in this moment. Maybe pointing your toes up towards the ceiling. Maybe your feet want to go a little bit wider than mat width apart. Nice job, you guys. With an inhale, start to lift back up. Nice long spine. You can bring your hands to your legs, just kind of help them come back together and bend the knees, giving yourself a little hug, a little rock side to side. We're going to be coming down onto our backs next. Our backs neck. So lay all the way down. You can actually bring your legs out long if you'd like. Just resting your arms at your sides, kind of like Shavasana, but not Shavasana quite yet. We're just going to be turning our chin over towards the left shoulder. And maybe your chin can actually touch your shoulder. But maybe you can also lift the head up a little bit and just turn it a little bit more. If you would like a little extra, you can turn your palms to face down, walking the fingertips to the bottom of the mat just to drop the shoulder away from the chin and the ears. And then you can turn your palms to face back up. Just finding some stillness here for a moment. Just a gentle stretch for the neck. Whenever you feel ready, we're going to use an inhale to just roll the head, lift the chin back up. You could even pick your head up if that helps. Just resting the back of your head on the mat for a moment. Soften the shoulders. We're going to start to let the chin fall over towards the right shoulder. Maybe lifting the head to bring the ear all the way down. If you need to adjust your legs, you can always walk your feet in. Have your knees bent if that feels better on your low back. Just letting the head be heavy as it turns over to the right side, maybe walking the fingertips away. And with an inhale, when you're ready, slowly bringing your head back, chin up, taking a moment. You can let the knees rock side to side if you'd like, or you can bring your knees into your chest. And maybe just kind of make a couple circles with the knees. Give that low back a nice massage. And then if you're going one direction, just switch and go the other direction. Making just a circle-ish shape with the movement of the knees. Awesome, you guys. You can start to slow down that rock and let the feet come back to the floor, maybe sending the legs out long again. Just finding a place where you would like to spend a few moments in Shavasana. Just finding some stillness here. Relaxing through the entire body. And as always, I encourage you to stay here for as long as you have time for today. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great weekend. And until next time, namaste.